Now, something that's always a talking point here, especially if you've ever had your chips or your ice cream stolen, is gulls. But did you know populations of some species have declined by as much as 72% in the past 50 years? This means they're at the highest level of conservation concern. Alex Osborne spent the day in Looe.
The sound of our seaside. Herring gulls are the most common species here in Looe, which many of us have an opinion about.
They're all right, they just don't let you carry on with your day, do they?
Where a seagull pinched my sandwich out of my hand when I stood up.
As you can see, I haven't been dive bombed.
We just hate seagulls.
Why?
Basically. Oh, they're noisy and they tried to eat our lunch.
The whole waffle, it's about that big, one seagull flew off with it.
They're really clever animals, and they're opportunistic predator scavengers. So if they can get an easy meal, they will.
Yet whilst they may appear to be thriving, the RSPB says many species of gull are red listed. This means they are at high risk of extinction.
As their population has dropped by about 3/4 since 1969. The population is just declining, and it has done quite steeply over the last few decades.
I'd hate to think they're on declining in numbers, and if they are, I can't help thinking that it's probably a human issue.
This decrease has been driven by the loss of nesting habitat and lack of food availability, according to the RSPB. Urgent action is needed, they say.
It's against the law to deliberately kill or injure or interfere with a nest or the eggs.
So what can we do about it?
It's making sure that your rubbish is disposed of responsibly and that you don't feed them.
It's all part of being at seaside.
This is Bob and Mrs. Bob, and they live here all year round.
Do you think they have personalities?
Those two do.
Sandwich thief or sound of the seaside? One thing's for sure, if the decline continues, our coastal towns wouldn't look or sound the same without them. Alex Osborne, BBC Spotlight, Looe.
Well, nice to see the weather's cheering up a bit. Let's check the forecast